Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Melina's done a lot of covers tonight. I may do some more, I'm not sure. But I am going to focus on the modeling too, alright? Gotta do the modeling. The modeling is so good with Mileena. Now, modeling with Mileena is fun because she really looks like a model. You know what I mean? Like when you see a model and you're like, my God, that's not a model. That doesn't look like a model. There's nothing about that model that looks like a model. When you see a model and you think that, you're not thinking good things. You're just like, you want the model to actually look like a model. So that's why Mileena is here, right? Because Mileena is actually looking like a real model. She looks like a real model. So she's really beautiful, right? And now I'm going to get in better shape. Now you see me now and you're thinking, oh my God. And then when you see me later on, I'll be even better, all right? I'm really working on my dieting and exercising to make sure you guys have a really good show, all right, guys? Now it's important that I tell you guys that I strive to be #1 YouTuber. Now it's not that important. I mean, you guys can live without me telling you that, but I really do strive to be #1 YouTuber. Now, you might think, okay, now you've said this over and over again. You really feel you're going to be #1 YouTuber, but the competition is very heavy. It's like Madonna, right? Or like Lady Gaga or Katy Perry or J-Lo, right? Like, they now know they're famous. They now know they're good. I'm just doing it early on because I really feel I offer something unique. I offer something amazing. I really feel that way. It's important that I obviously talk about that with you guys because you guys you guys can put comments and say like, do you want me #1 YouTuber? I mean, I'm not a #1 YouTuber at all yet. I'm not even close to it actually. But do you want me to be a #1 YouTuber? Do you think I could be really, really good? Do you think I have potential to be #1 YouTuber? And a lot of my fans are really nice. Like Mike Miller, for instance, right? Like Mike Miller is fantastic. He's always praising me. I'm really happy. Thank you, Mike, by the way. Um, but yes, there's a lot of fans and Angie blah blah, and there's a lot of fans that really praise me and really think I do a good job. Hugh Jass is always praising me as well, like in a very nice way. So I want you guys to know that I really will focus on making sure my channel is very, very good, all right? And it's important that you guys know that I do this for you guys, all right? I mean, I'm not to say that I don't enjoy this and that I don't love this, obviously, but I really do this for the fans. Why do you think I make so many videos, right? The fans want to see more, so I love doing more. And you know what? My fans are really pleased. I'm really happy. The minute I question myself, which I never do, but the minute I question myself, or the minute I think, oh, I gotta throw in the towel, or the minute I think, should I be doing as many? The minute I think that, my fans are right there to say, you know what, we want to see more. We love you. We think you're awesome. We really enjoy it. And they really do. They really do. Obviously, they wouldn't be watching if they didn't enjoy it. But I'm looking very good now as well. So I'm very pleased to give you guys a really good show. Obviously, it's nice to see a model that actually makes an attempt to look good without plastic surgery. You know, it's good to have, you know, if you are lucky enough to be able to afford plastic surgery and you've been able to look good, great for you, you know. It's a really good thing. But when you have a model here that never used plastic surgery ever, will never use it even if I'm super, super rich and have all the money in the world, I would never use plastic surgery. And you know, sometimes you gotta say, hey, you know what? There's a person out there that's like a celebrity, but they're normal. They actually feel the same way that everybody else does. So the thing is, a lot of people do get plastic surgery, but a lot of people are trying to be stars. You know, it's crazy, but you know, like for some people, the minute something goes wrong, or the minute they want to do something and say, hey, you know, my look has changed, or this or that. The minute they want to do that, they do plastic surgery. But you know what? I mean, if it works out, great. You might look amazing, right? Plastic surgery works out really great. And you know, some people really do know a good plastic surgeon, and they always do a good job, and they never falter. And so yes, so if you have a plastic surgeon that's really, really good, and they never make a mistake, and they're always giving you a really good look, and you're always improving, then great. But if you do 90 surgeries, don't expect that one of them isn't gonna work out at some point, right? But I mean, some people really luck out all their lives. They have plastic surgery and they look good. Now, for me, I don't know what plastic surgery feels like. They never would get it, but for me, I'm always thinking like, how would it feel? Like your face is like not real. Like you've got lots of plastic in it. Like, do you feel the plastic inside? Like, do you think it's like is it almost like and like some plastic surgery I think is okay. You know, getting a BOOB job sometimes, not always. I think if you are someone who doesn't believe in plastic surgery, good for you. Even if you have even if you're not necessarily showing you know what I mean. Sorry. But yes, if you I think that sometimes can be good because yes, some women may be feeling insecure about the size, right? And so they get upset about that. But I mean, if you're confident, you shouldn't have to worry about that. And I don't believe anybody is ugly. I don't think anyone's ugly. I think everybody should feel beautiful, and everyone should be happy with who they are. And I don't think you need plastic surgery regardless of what your flaw is. But if let's say that's your flaw, and you would be normally a really pretty girl in a Hollywood sexy kind of way if you got that done, maybe it's a good idea, right? I know some people that have gotten it done and they look really, really good. So, it really helped them. It really made them feel good. Now they have that and they love it, I'm sure. They're so gorgeous. I mean, they're really pretty. So why not, right? But, like I think it's important that we all recognize that looks is on the outside and you don't have to necessarily tamper with them to feel beautiful. Now, a lot of people get made fun of, right? So don't think that because you are made fun of that you're flawed, right? A lot of people get made fun of. Even the most perfect, believe it or not, some people make fun of me, but I think it's because they're jealous and they want me to. They don't like my YouTube channel because they're jealous, obviously. But I'm not concerned about it because I know I'm gorgeous and I look really good. But yes, it even happens to me, right? It happens to everybody. Even if you're somebody and you're walking down the street and someone yells out something like, hey, you got a big whatever, a big nose, let's say, and they yell it out to you in their car. A lot of people, if you are perfect like I am, I believe I am, I know I am, because I've been told many, many times, I've had so many situations where I know, obviously, but let's just say so if you know you're beautiful, some people, actually one time there's one girl, she's like, you're good looking, but I'm going to make fun of you because you're good looking. So I'm like, okay, well that doesn't make any sense, but sure. Um, so, so I know, but yes, so some people will say negative things and they're trying to make you feel bad, right? Like someone like Courtney Cox, for instance, she had plastic surgery because she might have been told negative things or maybe she didn't feel beautiful, right? I know I'm gorgeous. Like, I don't know why people will say anything to me at all like that because I know I'm gorgeous. Like, I can tell I'm not stupid. And if you're gorgeous yourself too, you know these things, right? Like, and even if you're not gorgeous, you should not be feeling like you're not gorgeous. But yes, if you are gorgeous, you're very lucky. Like all my friends are like runway models. They look so good. So I'm very, very lucky to have that. But I mean, if you some people are very persuaded. They're persuaded. They're convinced that they're not good looking, and that's sad. Like everyone, and some people really don't find me attractive, right? Or maybe someone else, right? Maybe they don't find you attractive, and you're gorgeous. Some people really don't because maybe they like the complete opposite of you. So they might not mean anything bad, but they might like if somebody likes a girl that looks overweight and has short hair and has a big nose and that's what they like, they're not going to like me. They're not going to think I'm gorgeous. They're going to think I'm very unattractive because that's what they like, right? So obviously I don't stand a chance in terms of the comments or the remarks that are being said. They're going to say negative things about me, obviously, because that's what they like, right? And maybe they don't like that, but they're jealous because they can't have someone like me. Maybe in their mind they can't. They probably can, but in their mind they can't. So they make negative comments. Now, there are people that are out there that are very beautiful that have, maybe their taste is not like, they don't like fancy things, right? Maybe they like people that don't look that good. I've seen many, many times where a good-looking guy is going out with a girl that isn't pretty. Like she's, I mean, not that I'm saying she's not pretty. I would never say that about anyone to their face, obviously, but just in this YouTube platform, it's safe. But they might not be pretty at all, and you're like, okay, like why are you going out with them? But that's what they like, right? So you can't say that that's a bad thing, really. You know, it's a good thing actually because they're not superficial. So it's a good thing. But and you know what? Like for instance, the other thing too, the girl that's doing the best on OnlyFans, like she's doing the world's best. She's getting the most pay out of everybody. I don't think she's pretty at all. Her nose is too small. Her BUTT is too big because she's had plastic surgery done there. But she's getting paid the most on there out of everybody in the world. So obviously, my sense of beautiful and good looks is Marco and Mileena and Malo too. But my sense of good looks don't include people like her. But yet she's making the most on her platform OnlyFans. So you know, when you say what's beautiful, what's not, I don't think she's beautiful. I think that that's fake, and I don't think people should be encouraged to get a fake BUTT as girls. I don't think girls should get that if they don't want it and they want to fit in. So they do. I don't think that's right, you know. But she's famous, and she looks real. Obviously, people think she looks really good. She's honest about her plastic surgeries. She's obviously wanted. She's obviously chosen them, and it's a good thing she's honest about it. But you know, but but you know, some people might be like, well, that BUTT is too big, but and I totally think that it is, but she's so popular. So you know, even though I don't think she's beautiful, I don't think she looks good at all. I think she looks weird, but some people really like her. So if somebody's making fun of you and you're gorgeous, you have to remember that they might like her and you might not look like that, right? So, I mean, that's the thing, right? It's not like it's cut in stone. No one's going to know what beauty is to someone until they point it out, right? So, unless they say, this is what I think is beautiful, no one's going to know what's beautiful to that person. So, you know, it's funny because you might assume something and you might be totally wrong, right? So, anyway, that's my spiel on assumptions and people's likes and dislikes. All right, thank you. Bye now.